Hey guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you some different sponges that have come out recently that are really interesting, and I wanted to try them out on camera with you guys to see how they work, see if they're worth the money, all that kind of stuff. So we have 3 from Real Techniques and 1 from BH Cosmetics. Hope you don't mind, I haven't done my hair and I'm in just a regular t-shirt because I just didn't feel like going straight into hair yet. And when my hair is not done, I don't feel like glam, so I don't want to wear glam, so I'm just wearing this Adidas shirt and relaxing. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you do subscribe. I will leave a link right here, or there will be a link in the description box if you want to subscribe. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And yeah, let's just go ahead and try these new weird sponges out. First one we're gonna look at is this BH Cosmetics Precision Sponge. And it says that it's a streak-free application of liquid and cream complexion products, and that's pretty much it. I just thought this one was interesting just because the shape of it, like look at that. Doesn't that look so weird? Supposedly it's supposed to get right underneath your eye really well and right here in the inner corner, which I could totally see. I don't know how well this is going to expand. It feels a little stiff now, but I thought the same thing about the e.l.f. sponge, but that actually feels really good. So hopefully this will expand and feel good on the skin. Next one is this Real Techniques Miracle Sculpting Sponge, and I don't normally cream contour anything, but I am going to do it today with this sponge and just see how well it works and see if I like it a little bit better. And basically this side is for contour, this side's for highlight, and you could see the shape right there. It's a little bit different. It's flat right here and then flat on this end. So again, this side's for contour and this side right here is for highlight. Next sponge we are going to try, hopefully in this video. I think I might put a mascara on or something to see if I can get it to flake so I can use these, but either way we're going to try to test these out. Or I mean, we could try this to bake with, you know, just different things. They remind me of the mini beauty blender. I think the mini beauty blenders are like $10 and these were $6 and you get 2. So this is what the packaging looks like, by the way, for this one and then the sculpting sponge. And I purchased these online as well from Ulta. So here's what it looks like up close. You have this pointed end and then you also have this flat side as well. This one finally came in. I've been waiting for this one. This is like the one that started this whole video. It's the Real Techniques Bold Metals Collection Miracle Diamond Sponge. And I saw this online and you guys have been sending me so many pictures on this product. Of course I had to try it out for you guys. So we're gonna see how it works. The orange Real Techniques sponge is really, really great. If you've not tried it, you should. It's a great alternative. Ooh, this feels good so far. That's what it looks like. Mine's not as like colorful as some that I've seen online. I kind of wish there was more gray in it, but you know, I'm just being picky. So I'm really quickly gonna go and dampen all of these sponges, put them under water, get them wet, and then we'll be back to try everything out. Okay, so I just got all the sponges wet, and I will say the Real Techniques ones feel really good. They're like really squishy and just bouncy, so far so good on these. They feel awesome. The BH Cosmetics one did get a little bit bigger, but this end right here is pretty dense. Like it's not very bouncy. This part feels really good, but there's like basically no sponge up here. But this part feels just super hard to squeeze. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do one side of our face with the Real Techniques one. So basically the top right here is to buff and blend for a flawless finish. The smaller flat sides right here, they are to work around eyes, mouth, and brow bone. The larger sides like this are to function as a wedge to apply makeup to larger areas. I don't really get that. And then the pointed tip is to cover small imperfections. So we're just going to use this to blend out our foundation and see how well it works. I'm going to be taking the Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation. I'm just going to apply it how I feel, like what feels best, and just let you know if it applies it really well. I feel like it covers a large area and I'm getting pretty good coverage. And it gets right underneath the eye even without going to the pointed side. So I like that. Look at that. That's actually really good coverage. Then I'm going to take the flat side right here and I'm just going to go in and put it on my forehead. See what side I like best. I think this side gets up in the hairline really nicely. Like if you have blonde hair and you have a hard time with foundations getting in your hair, you could use this pointed side to really get in there. It says to use these edges around your mouth. Take a little bit of product. I'm gonna be honest, I don't notice like a huge difference with the edge. I'm pretty much onto this side. Like I love the flat side. I think it looks great. And I think it applies so incredibly quickly. Since it is such a large sponge, it just kind of gets a large area of my face. That's with this one. I really like it so far. I'm gonna go in with the BH Cosmetics one, which is kind of stiff. I'm a little nervous. Put it on the back. It's a little awkward to hold this just because you really don't have much to hold on to. It sounds like a ball. Do you hear that? I hope you guys can hear that. But I can't really get underneath my eyes with the rounded part. So I'm gonna try the tip. What? It's so weird. It definitely gets right underneath the eye, but it's so flimsy it doesn't blend it out. We're gonna try it with concealer too, just to really see. Like I'm already over the sponge. I wanna go back to the diamond sponge. I like it a little bit better. I get more coverage with the Real Techniques one than this one, just because I feel like the Real Techniques diamond sponge really presses it into the skin, whereas this one's just kind of like whatever. And I'm going to be using a pretty full coverage concealer. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape one, and I'm using the shade Light Medium. What I'm going to do for this one, since we have multiple sponges to work with, and this one's supposed to be for contour and highlight, I am going to use this to blend out concealer at some points, but I first want to try this one. I kind of don't feel like this one's going to blend out this concealer really well, so that's why I'm probably going to go in with this one on this side. We're going to try out this for our under eyes. Okay, so again it says the small flat side is for your eyes. I feel like I have to squeeze it. Oh, it gets right underneath there. Okay, you don't really have to squeeze it to get underneath that eye since it has a flat edge. It really does get right underneath that lower lash line. I'm super impressed. Then I'm just going to take the pointed side and try to blend right in here. That's one thing with the Beauty Blender, like the original one. I love it, but it's kind of hard sometimes to get right in that inner corner. That ended up working out really well. Taking this one. Oh. Okay, it does spread the product. This is going to take forever to blend out. I don't know if I like the tip of this. I like it to clean up the edge. That's really nice. But I don't feel like it's actually blending it into the skin. I feel like I need like a little bit more sponge to really work it in there. I'm going to try this one. This is the highlight side. So we're just going to see. This blends out. I like it, but it's smaller, so it's kind of annoying to keep pouncing so much. I would much rather just go in with this one with the flat side for eyes and just push it in there, because this also blends out on the cheek at the same exact time, which I enjoy. So far, this one's the winner. This one's really taking the cake right now. And now we're going to highlight the rest of our face with concealer, and then we're going to use this to blend it in. Again, I just don't like the size of it. If you like smaller sponges, you'd probably like this, but I find myself wanting to switch to this side, which is the contour side, to really blend it out. Actually, let's just go ahead and do it. I personally don't like to spend too much time blending things out if I don't have to. So if a sponge can hit a larger area of my face, that's awesome. Make the application process quicker. Okay, now we're going to cream contour, and we're supposed to use this side with it. So I'm going to be using this new NARS product that I got in the mail. This is the Hot Sand Laguna Duo. I hope this blends out really well. I really do. Okay, now we're going to take our sponge and just blend it out. I feel like I'm going to the edge of the sponge more than I am just this flat side. So I'm trying the flat side now. Don't think I like it. So it is blending it out. This NARS product is actually a bitch to blend out because it feels like it dries pretty quickly, but it's blending it out, so that's good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bake my under eyes. I'm going to use this little tiny sponge. I'm going to take the Flower Beauty product, and I'm going to actually use the flat side of this to get in there. And we're just going to bake. I kind of like how little it is. It gets right under that lower lash line into those crease lines. Now I'm going to take this side and I'm just going to do the same exact thing. This is kind of like a beauty blender right here. Oh yeah. think it's kind of obvious which sponge I think is worth it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off the rest of my face makeup, finish my hair, and then I will be back to give you guys a final update on these products. Okay guys, so I am officially done with my makeup and I added some volume to my hair. I don't like clean hair. Do you guys like clean hair? I'm going to really quickly wrap this video up, and I just want to say I've tried out all these sponges. I don't hate them, but I feel like if you're going to purchase one sponge, it should be the Real Techniques Diamond Sponge. I really like this flat end. I love that you can get right underneath your eye with this one as well. At first I thought it was going to be kind of awkward, but it actually fits right underneath that lower lash line perfectly. And I really feel like this is the most practical one of all of them. I'm going to use this definitely the most. And the texture is really nice. It's really bouncy. And I feel like it gives me a nice full coverage finish for my foundations. And I like that this is so pointy that I could get into the inner corners of my eye. Now this little guy I do like too. I have to say it's not necessarily practical for me because it's so little. I went in underneath my eyes to clean up from mascara and my eyeliner, and it cleaned up so well. I feel like if you put this in your bag, it could get really messy, but it could clean up mascara flakes in your eyeliner. Like if you get eyeliner smudged out here, you could just take the sponge, get right underneath there, and it would clean it up. So it's good for that, but if I would use it every single day, I wouldn't say I would. I would probably just use this one, and I guarantee that it's a dupe for the Beauty Blender mini sponges. This one I didn't really like. I don't like this for concealer or highlighter. I just think it's too small. It's just too much work. And the same goes for this one. I would probably use this one for my under eye concealer. Actually that might be really nice. So I would probably pass on that one. And then this one, I totally see where they were going with this. It's not a terrible sponge, but it's just not like bouncy enough for me. It doesn't really feel that great when I'm putting foundation on my skin. It does apply the foundation well, and I like this for like putting this right underneath the lower lash line, but when you actually have to blend it out, there's just not enough sponge here to really press it into the skin and help blend it out. But like I said, I totally see where they're going with it. I mean, you could totally clean up the edge of an eyeshadow, but to actually get everything blended out really quickly, this just doesn't work. But I see what they were going to do with you. I see what they were doing. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like, what sponge would you go for? Would you go for the smaller sponge? Would you not? Would you like the diamond sponge? Let me know what your thoughts are so far with this first impression. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video.